Stop what you're doing and listen, because there's something happening in 2026 that many immigrant families are missing. This is not a loud headline. It's not always explained clearly on TV, but it's real, and it's already affecting visa cases, travel plans, and family petitions. In simple words, a 2026 plan tied to new U.S. travel and visa restrictions is hitting specific countries, including several in Asia, and most immigrants don't realize how fast the quiet effects spread. Source. And even if you are already a US citizen, if your family is from Asia, if your loved ones are waiting abroad, or if you sponsor relatives, this can touch your life. So today, I'm going to break it down like family, clear and respectful. Which policy change is driving this? How it impacts visa issuance, processing, and family-based cases. The 7 Asian countries angle people are talking about. What seniors and retirees must do to protect their families from delays and scams. And please, watch till the end because I'll share a quiet checklist that helps families avoid mistakes when rules change quickly. Before we begin, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to inform you. If you're a senior or retiree, especially Hispanic retirees who take care of family, your number one power is being early, being calm, and being organized. And yes, you are my family here. If you comment your state and your issue, I will respond and make the next video based on what you need. What is the 2026 plan everyone is missing? The big driver is a travel and visa restriction framework tied to a presidential proclamation that took effect January 1st, 2026. A Congressional Research Service (CRS) product explains an expanded travel ban taking effect January 1st, 2026, following a proclamation issued December 16th, 2025. Source. Now here's the key. This isn't just one simple ban. It includes full suspensions for some countries and partial suspensions for others. That creates confusion because people hear ban and think it means only airports or only tourist visas. But the real-life effect often shows up as longer processing, more administrative checks, more requests for proof, visa issuance pauses, or partial suspensions. And this is exactly why many immigrant families don't see it coming. The U.S. Department of State has an official statement regarding the suspension of visa issuance that came into effect on January 1st, 2026, and it is crucial to understand what this really means for seniors and retirees. According to the official guidance, any visas that were issued before January 1st, 2026 are not automatically canceled or revoked under the new proclamation, which should provide some immediate reassurance to families who are worried, especially those asking, "My spouse or parent already has a visa. Will it suddenly disappear?" However, while old visas remain valid, the real challenge is what comes next. New visa applications, renewals, or replacements may face delays, stricter scrutiny, or even temporary pauses depending on the applicant's country, visa type, and other security screenings. This is important because even though nothing happens automatically to your current documents, navigating the U.S. visa system in early 2026 could be more complicated than ever, requiring careful planning and attention to ensure travel or immigration plans are not disrupted. Essentially, seniors and retirees need to recognize that while their existing visas are safe for now, any new paperwork or updates could encounter new obstacles, making it essential to stay informed, organized, and proactive. Where the 7 Asian countries idea comes from. Now let's address your exact title. Quietly targets 7 Asian countries. People are connecting this title to how the January 1st, 2026 restrictions expanded, and how full and partial lists include multiple Asian countries. One government-facing summary on congress.gov shows fully suspended entries include countries such as Afghanistan, Burma, Myanmar, Iran, and Laos, which are Asian countries. Source. So even before we talk about 7, we can confirm Asia is on these lists in official summaries. Source. Now, why do people say 7 Asian countries? Because in public discussions about the expanded travel restrictions, you often see a subset focus on Asian countries appearing across full suspension, list, partial suspension, list, secondary impacts like immigrant visa pauses. What I will do in this video is not guess or exaggerate. I will focus only on what is documentable and what families should practically do, because seniors don't need drama. Seniors need clarity, the part most families miss. USCIS can also slow or hold cases tied to these countries. Here's where it hits families already inside the US. USCIS issued a policy memo, PM 602-0194, on January 1st, 2026, about hold and review of certain USCIS benefit applications connected to the high-risk country framework. Source. So if your family is filing things like family petitions adjustments, certain work authorizations, asylum-related filings, and the case has links to covered countries, the system can involve extra review or delays, depending on the category and facts. This is one reason people feel like nothing changed on my form, but everything got slower. Because the change isn't always the form, it's the screening layer. Let's break this down in real life so it's easy to see how these changes affect you as a senior or retiree. If you're a retired US citizen with family living abroad, you might notice that interviews for visas or immigration benefits get rescheduled more often than before, sometimes without clear explanation. Administrative processing periods may take longer, and you could receive extra requests for documents or proof, even if everything in your application is correct. After your interview, the waiting time could feel longer, leaving you uncertain about when you'll get an answer. If you're sponsoring a family member, these effects can be even more noticeable. USCIS might take more time to review applications, ask additional questions, or pause cases as part of expanded screening systems. And if you travel to see family abroad, travel screening itself is becoming stricter, not to take away your rights, but to ensure everything is checked thoroughly. This means that even as a citizen, you should be prepared. Keep your passport, green card, or any supporting documents organized and easily accessible so you can handle additional checks smoothly and avoid unnecessary stress at the airport or consulate. Here's some secret info every senior and retiree should know. This is the kind of guidance that helps families stay safe, avoid scams, and reduce frustrating delays. First, let's talk about scams. When new immigration or travel restrictions hit, scammers often rush in to take advantage, especially targeting seniors and immigrant families. They make scary claims like, "Your case is blocked," or "Your family is banned from entry," and then demand payment to fix it, sometimes asking for gift cards or wire transfers. Remember this clearly. Official government agencies like USCIS or the US State Department will never call you to demand money, threaten you, or ask you to pay by gift card. If you get a call like that, hang up immediately. It's a scam, plain and simple. Next, don't make the mistake of assuming a relative or yourself is automatically safe just because you had a visa in the past. According to the US State Department, visas issued before January 1st, 2026 are technically not revoked by the new presidential proclamation, but that does not guarantee smooth renewals, extensions, or new visa approvals. Even if your paperwork was fine before, the new rules, screenings, and checks can create delays or complications if you wait until the last minute. The practical takeaway? Families should plan ahead. Keep all documents organized, double-check expiry dates, and make sure any renewals or new applications are submitted early. Don't wait until a deadline is looming. Preparation is the key to avoiding stress, extra fees, or sudden complications. Staying informed, cautious, and proactive is how seniors can protect themselves and their loved ones from unnecessary trouble. Secret 3. Track official pages, not viral screenshots. Always verify through official pages like travel.state.gov announcements, Source Congress, CRS summaries, Source USCIS memos, if your case is inside the US source. That's how you protect your family from rumors. If this is helping you understand what's happening in 2026 in plain English, please hit like and subscribe, because these immigration updates change fast, and seniors get hurt the most when information comes late. When you subscribe, you stay protected, because you'll see the next update before scammers and rumors reach your family. Here's what Hispanic seniors and retirees need to do right now to stay safe and organized. It's like a simple family checklist to make sure nothing slips through the cracks. First, if you are sponsoring relatives for visas or green cards, keep a copy of every receipt notice and approval notice. Even small papers can become important later if USCIS asks questions. Second, if your family is overseas, double check that their passports are valid, that all forms like DS-160 or DS-260 are accurate and up to date, and keep all supporting documents ready and organized. Third, never change your address without reporting it correctly if you have a pending USCIS case. Even a small mistake can cause delays or confusion. Fourth, don't rely on just one family member to manage everything. Seniors should at least know where all important documents are stored and understand the process themselves. Finally, if an interview is scheduled, don't buy non-refundable tickets until you know the exact timing, because delays are common, especially now that screening is stricter and cases may take longer to process. Following these steps carefully will help you protect your family, avoid surprises, and stay in control of your immigration matters. Now, I want to show you something important. Congress CRS summary explains the expanded travel restrictions and lists countries under fully suspended and partially suspended. Source State Department explains suspension of visa issuance tied to the January 1st, 2026 date and clarifies older visas are not automatically revoked by the proclamation. Source USCIS memo, Jan 1, 2026 shows hold and review actions connected to the same broader framework. Source. That's why this video isn't gossip, it's paper trail information. Now, family, I want you to do something that will really help me make the next video even more useful for you. Take a moment to comment 2 things below because I read every single one and I shape my next content based on your answers. First, tell me which state you're watching from. Just write the name of your state, like California, Texas, Florida, New York, or whatever state you live in. This helps me understand where most of our viewers are located, so I can share information that's specific and relevant to your area because immigration rules and updates can sometimes feel a little different depending on where you live. Second, tell me your situation in just one word. Are you sponsoring a family member? Are you waiting abroad for paperwork? Do you currently hold a green card? Are you on a visitor visa? Or are you citizen only? Giving me this quick snapshot helps me see the challenges seniors are facing right now, so I can focus on the updates that matter most to you. When you comment, it's not just feedback. It's how you help me tailor the videos for real-life situations, making sure the next video answers the questions that are most pressing for our senior and retiree community. So go ahead and leave your state and one-word situation in the comments. It literally shapes the next video and helps everyone in our community stay informed and prepared. Let me end with this. In 2026, the biggest danger isn't always the rule itself. It's not knowing the rule changed until it's too late. That's when families get stuck at airports, delayed with paperwork, or even targeted by scammers pretending to be officials. And we don't want that to happen to you or your loved ones. So here's what I want you to do right now before anything happens. Like this video. This isn't just for views. Liking helps YouTube show it to more seniors and retirees who need this critical information so your neighbors and family can stay safe too. Subscribe to the channel. This way, you won't miss any updates on rules, visas, green cards, or travel guidance. Every new video could save hours of stress or prevent costly mistakes. Comment below. Tell me your state and your current situation, like green card, sponsoring, visitor visa, or citizen only. Your comment helps me create the next video tailored specifically to your needs, so you get clear, step-by-step guidance instead of confusion. Remember, in this community, you're not just viewers, you're family, and family doesn't get left behind. When we all stay informed, calm, and prepared, no rule, scam, or delay can catch us off guard. Take a minute today. It's a small action that could make a huge difference for you and your loved ones. This video is for informational purposes only and does not provide legal advice. Always consult an official source or a qualified immigration attorney for guidance specific to your situation. For verified updates, visit uscis.gov, dhs.gov, or travelstate.gov.